You're struggling today.
I'm a little bit of a hot mess. A little business stress. Going on.
I can tell you're a little edgy.
Things are kind of clicked up a couple of notches in my life, just work wise. So
yeah. And then you come in here, you're all excited about your hot coffee.
Yeah, I made it on purpose, and then the little headphone wire knocked it over, and my Cocker Spaniel is trying to get wired right now, licking it up. What about you, man? You're cool as a cucumber.
Well,
you got your track house on. It's another Tuesday. Your hair's perfect.
Oh, wow. You're sweet.
You're just rolling with life. About all you can do, really. Roll with life.
Wouldn't it be something? Wouldn't this be interesting?
What are you really going to do to control anything in life?
What do you think? I mean, we would never do this, by the way. Okay, what I'm about to say, I'm going to acknowledge we would never do it.
Depends.
But, dude, wouldn't it be refreshing to sit down and turn these mics on and be completely unfiltered?
Oh, yeah.
Completely unfiltered, completely unedited about what is going on in life.
That would be really cool.
Just to be like completely up, like, here's what I'm dealing with.
That'd be cool.
Here's what I'm dealing with. Here's what we're going through. Here are the struggles. Here are the hard places. Because some of that we can talk about loosely. You could talk about, man, struggles at home, and marriage is hard, and kids are hard, and work is hard. All those things are hard.
Mm-hmm.
But for obvious reasons, we don't go into tremendous detail about those because
that's right.
There's a lot of privacy involved.
We're sending it out.
Yeah.
Now we sit over there and do that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But wouldn't it be just something just to go, yeah, here's all the crap that I'm dealing with right now.
It feels better when you do. That is, I really think that men and their overall health could be greatly improved and nourished by just having those like real, here we go, dump it conversations.
Yeah, it's good to get that stuff out.
Because then you got the other guy on the other side being like, dude, I totally get that.
Yeah, and man, here's what I'm going.
It's not like we're all different. We're all the same.
It looks like you have like oh gosh, what's the
thing?
I have?
What's wrong?
A fortune cookie stuck to your right boot, the bottom of your right boot.
I've had these Danners a long time, so who knows?
They look well worn. They look broken in. Doesn't it look like a little miniature fortune?
Yeah. What if it was?
It said, you have good day.
You have good day.
Today, this is good day for you.
M. Limes 69 D 7355. I have no idea what that is from.
Oh man. You may have tracked it in from the parking lot. Who knows?
Yeah, somebody bought some limes. Okay.
I'm going to tell everybody, like and subscribe. YouTube, podcast, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever you are. Hit the subscribe button. Yeah, for sure. But I'm saying I meant to say YouTube, Apple, Spotify, and I went YouTube, podcast, Apple, well, obviously podcast. Wherever you are, just hit subscribe. It's not hard. You want this content. You need
it.
Are you not entertained?
You need it.
Is this not why you are here?
Yeah.
And it'll just show up. It'll show up in your feed.
2XS.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
I don't care.
Email us
slow anyway.
If you got an idea, if you got a question that you want us to answer on the show, email us holler@southerngentleman.com. Or you can leave us a voicemail. Call the hotline 833-623-3768, extension 806. I'll tell you what, it's been a little quiet.
Has it? The inbox?
Oh, yeah. No, so it's funny because I watch it every week. I check in once a week on subscriber numbers. Keeps going up. We're about 1,300 subscribers right now across those three platforms, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. But then, we say something like that, and nobody calls us. And it feels a little lonely.
So imagine sitting in front of an audience of 1,300 people, putting that thing up on the screen.
And sending a mic out into the audience.
Is being like, and nobody stands up to ask anything. All right, well, on to the next segment.
Yeah. You know what I did think the other day? I thought it might be fun at some point. I don't know if we'll ever get here, but I do think it would be fun to do a Southern Gentleman Live.
That would be fun.
And to go over to do you know the Mockingbird Theater at the factory?
Yeah.
It's 100 seats.
Yeah, you did a date there one time.
I did a date there. I did my 20th anniversary date there. To go over to the Mockingbird Theater, rent
How
it
many
out
seats?
It's 100 seats.
Perfect.
Cool, old, exposed brick, but modern technology for the screen and the stage and all that stuff. And to go over there and put like a little Southern Gentleman Live where we put together just a fun little show, and maybe we have a couple of guests come on for different segments.
That'd be fun.
Something like that.
Right.
And we take questions, and it would just be fun. It'd
And
be
we
fun to do
YouTube
this.
live it
Yeah, that would be a blast.
because we're syndicated.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
we
we're
are
so
so syndicated.
So syndicated. That's a great idea.
And then I'm going to tell you, new hats are available. I don't know if you can see them. They're back here. They're kind of dimly lit.
Yeah, they got a ambiance.
I will tell you, these things are flying.
They really are.
They really are flying.
How
we have
wild is
had
that?
a bunch of retailers pick up the hats just in the last week.
Yeah,
It's been fun to watch, and I'm telling you, you place an order, that thing goes out.
it does.
We got my daughter down there in the warehouse. She's shipping stickers every day. We put the hats on her.
Did you send one to Elena?
No, we need to do that. Do we have her address?
Yes, I think she.
Okay. If we have her
Instagrammed
address,
us.
then we can process that today. We'll get it
All
sent out. I've got a few things. First of all, we're going to talk about the Olympics today.
Oh, yeah. We're
gonna
gonna wrap it up.
We're going to wrap it up. The closing ceremony was the other night. Was this past weekend. There's a final medal count. All that good stuff. There was a lot of drama
Oh yeah.
in these Olympics, man.
Always just packed with drama.
But before we do that, I want to bring up a couple of things, okay? First of all, it's just kind of a PSA. This is a public service announcement from me to you. I started taking a new supplement yesterday.
Ooh, this is right
And-
up my alley.
Yeah, it's right up your alley. And I'd been served Instagram ads for this company,
Oh gosh,
and I'd clicked around it. I'd sniffed around it for a while, and I was like,
you are the reason
I'm the
companies
reason it
pay.
exists. I'm the reason
ads.
they exist.
They have ad budgets for people like you.
But we'd also talked to our friend Dr. Motley about this particular type of supplement.
Oh, good.
It
Okay.
had come up. And so I was like, okay, this is interesting. And I finally popped on it. It showed up yesterday. I took it yesterday. I took it this morning. I'm going to continue taking it. I went ahead and jumped all in.
Have I heard of this said product? Maybe not the product, but like the actual ingredients.
Yes.
I have.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
think so. And I don't know. You may be taking something similar. I don't know, but I'm just curious to kind of get your take on it.
I'm taking magnesium,
Okay.
CoQ10,
Mm-hmm.
berberine,
Okay.
and then a testosterone blend, ashwagandha, goat weed, whatever.
Yeah.
Horny goat weed. It's just a big blend. And then
She legit
to quit.
Hey.
And then my little other thing.
So it's going to be kind of in that vein.
I didn't name one.
No, you didn't name one.
Shoot.
But it's adjacent to. Okay. Because currently I am taking a vitamin D with a K. I'm
Ooh.
taking an omega fish oil,
That's good. I need to add that.
and then I take a very similar blend for testosterone, like ashwagandha.
Yep.
She legit.
To quit.
She legit to quit.
Mm-hmm. Horny goat weed.
Yeah, some of those blends
Pine
are in
needles.
there. This new one's from a company called Heart and Soil. They're out of Austin, Texas, which I dig. I like that.
Oh, okay.
Started by a guy named Dr. Paul Saladino. I have seen him on a few podcasts. I don't know if he's been on Rogan, maybe, but I know he's been on like Sean Ryan's podcast. I've seen him on a couple of other things. I'm like, okay, this guy seems to know what he's talking about.
And his last name has salad in it, so that's
That's
trustworthy.
right, salad. But he started this company, Heart and Soil. This particular supplement is called Total Package. And it is
Marriage material.
He's
the total package.
grass-fed bovine and ovine organs.
You're kidding.
No. Testicle,
Wait, bovine and what?
ovine. I
What?
had to look it up. You don't know what an ovine
I
is?
don't have a clue.
Sheep.
Really?
Yeah.
Bovine is cattle.
Bovine is cattle. Could be elk. Could be buffalo. Could be,
What makes a lamb ovine? Take the B away.
I don't know.
Huh.
But it says bovine and ovine. I kind of knew what a bovine was, but I looked it up just to confirm what I thought, and then I had to look up ovine because I was like, I don't know what that is.
Okay. Total
Ovine,
package.
ovine
This
like
is the
sheep.
total package.
Total package. So it's grass-fed and grass-finished testicle, liver, and whole blood extract. Yeah. And so you get
from the bovine and
the bovine
ovine.
and the ovine. So I guess it's a blend of bovine and ovine.
Motley was a giant fan of sheep balls.
Yes. And so apparently there's some of that in here. It's testicle, liver, and whole blood extract. And it is the kind of talking points they say on their website. Supports key aspects of male reproductive wellness.
Mm-hmm.
Supports healthy blood flow.
This is all erections.
This
is all around erections.
It's all
so far,
about being strong as bull.
So far, this sounds very much like a testosterone product.
Supports male hormonal health.
Okay.
Supports physical endurance and strength.
Okay.
So those are kind of the four main things they talk about. All right.
All right.
But, you know, Motley had put that in our head. I think that first episode we did with him, he was like, sheep's testicle.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, he was a big proponent of that. Like, I see really good things out of that. And so after kind of sniffing around, poking around, clicking around, I was like, okay, I'm going to pop on this.
And getting served ads.
Yeah.
Okay,
and it seems like
you,
a
man.
very reputable company. Like, you know, they say on this, like 170,000 people have bought this product.
Right.
Which is a lot of people.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it gets 4.7 out of 5 star on the reviews. Like, gets really good reviews.
It's for men. It's male.
For men. They do make a female-focused product.
Okay.
And then I think they make some unisex kind of for both male and female supplements.
Supplement.
Right? But, yeah, I've started taking bovine and ovine organs.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. So we're going to see.
Can't be bad.
It is weird. I don't know if it's like a placebo thing. I do feel more energy. I feel a little more like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember that time? Do you still take that little like multi-packet that you did at the desk that day when you took like 10 at one time?
I've scaled that down a little bit. The one I take
like setting a world record for the most vitamins in one gulp.
Yeah, I've scaled that down. I'm at like 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm at like 9 capsules right now daily.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
You take 1 or 2 of these bovines each day.
They recommend 6 per day.
Oh my gosh.
But they also recommend for the first week to start slower. They say start at 2 a day. Every other day, add 1 in.
Ooh.
So you get up to 6 a day.
That's a lot of capsules.
Yeah, but I mean, it's, you know.
Good
so we're going to see.
Yep, we're going to see.
I'll keep you in the loop on that. And then I also want to bring up, real quick, before we get into the Olympics, there's a NASCAR conspiracy theory going around.
I think I might understand it.
That I think you will understand
it.
But it's pretty interesting to me.
I'm your protege.
Now, I will say, because we have a few people who listen to the show who are definitely into NASCAR. When we talk about NASCAR, they get like, hey, I heard this, and I commented, or I'll get messages, or if the race is going on or something, somebody will message like, hey, are you seeing this?
Yeah.
And this one's pretty interesting to me. I don't know how viable I think it is, but
it's a conspiracy.
Yeah, and those draw me in. Those draw me in. The drama, the mystery, oh my goodness, could that be?
My wife wants to have a conspiracy theory party for her birthday this year.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And everybody brings their own, and you like kind of who has the best explanation and best one.
Yeah. Oh, that's
kind of
a
fun.
Great idea.
Kind of like a murder mystery, but it's conspiracy.
Yeah, I think that is I love that. Yeah. I love that for her. It's a good fit for her. This one's obviously NASCAR related. So I'm going to lay it out for you. Last year, the racing team 2311, which is co-owned by Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan, filed a lawsuit. They sued NASCAR for, and I'm going to take the language that I read off the internet, alleging that NASCAR, the sanctioning body, used illegal anti-competitive practices to monopolize premier stock car racing. Okay? That case went on for, 4 or 5 days, a week. I was watching a lot of commentary on it daily, and then they settled the case. and the settlement is undisclosed. So we don't really know what the terms of the settlement are. We just know that they settled it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then the 2026 season starts, and Tyler Reddick, who drives for 2311, won the Daytona 500, okay? He did not win at all last year. He was shut out. So out of all the races, 35, 36 races, he didn't win any last year. And then the first race of 2026, he wins the Daytona 500. Arguably, I don't even know argue. I don't think you could argue. It's the biggest race in NASCAR. Okay.
I watched it.
Okay. Daytona 500, Tyler Reddick wins for 2311. Michael Jordan, very excited. Oh my goodness, I'm getting a Daytona 500 ring. This is exciting. Second race comes around. It was in Atlanta.
What was that one called again? It started with an A.
Auto Trader 300, 500?
400.
400. Okay.
Auto Trader 400.
So they come around second race, Atlanta. Closing laps, Tyler Reddick has a beat-up car. He's in a wreck. His right front fender, they have to completely remove the right front fender. So that right front of the car is completely exposed. Like, you see the tire and the wheel, but everything else is, like, gone.
Can't see the line, can you, Russ?
What?
You know, just open, just there it is.
Yeah. And so...
And you can still drive like that.
You can still
as long as you're driving.
You can still drive, but everybody, the commentators were like, okay, he's got to go to the back because he was obviously in the wreck. His car's tore up. He's out of the race. All right. Final lap, Tyler Reddick makes it to the front after some wheeling and dealing and wins the race.
Wow, I did not know this.
So Tyler Reddick becomes the first person since 2009 to win the first two races of the NASCAR season. And that puts 2311, because the new system is all very points focused. They're going to have the chase at the end of the year. Tyler Reddick is obviously winning the first two races, is the leader of the points. His teammate, Bubba Wallace, is number 2 in the points. So now 2311 sits number 1 and 2 in the points. Granted, it's early. And so now there is a conspiracy theory running around that part of the settlement was that NASCAR would fix the first two, maybe more. We'll see what happens next week. At least the first two races of the season, to give 2311
the lead,
a boost, some prominence, a Daytona 500 win.
Okay.
Okay. So that's kind of floating around there. There are a few people I've seen that are talking like, because NASCAR, and I would say professional sports in general, has always sort of been accused of like, oh, they fix teams for the Bulls. They fix games for the Lakers. They fix games for the Patriots or this team or that team. They prefer this team over that team. Chiefs. A lot of stuff has floated around the last few years about the Chiefs being that.
Right.
Oh, the refs are paid off. They don't want to call against
They're manipulating.
Mahomes. Right. They're manipulating the games. Okay. It's always sort of floated around that like NASCAR prefers a handful of drivers to be successful because it's good for the sport over some other teams.
Okay.
And 2311 has been, although they've been coming up and they've got a lot of, name recognition with Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin and all that good stuff. They have been one of those teams that like, they don't do great. They don't do great.
Yeah.
And now here they are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with a tore up car, winning the first two races of the year.
Okay.
So
was there a big wreck in the Auto Trader 400 and in the last lap like there was in Daytona, where you're like, or was Tyler Reddick just leading for the last 3 laps? And it was like, oh, he did.
There was a driver, Carson Hocevar, drives a 77 car. He's very aggressive. He's young, and he's a very aggressive driver. He wants to win, and he doesn't care about anybody
Lots
else.
of rubbing. Yep.
Lots of rubbing. Rubbinsracing.com. Coming soon.
I knew it.
And he was, poking his nose in. He was creating some chaos. And in the middle of all that chaos, Tyler was kind of able to kind of squeak around. and get through and ended up winning the race at the last minute.
Okay. I feel like I'm talking to my wife right now, and usually what I do in these circumstances is start to poke holes.
Okay.
I start to ask questions.
Okay, that's great.
Because generally for a conspiracy to happen, there has to be a large amount of coordination involved.
Yeah.
Without the leak of any kind to the public.
Yeah,
and
I understand
my
that.
question would be, how would a bunch of lawyers and chairmen and boardsmen sitting in the NASCAR boxes be able to manipulate what happens on the track to that level?
And I don't know they could.
It would have to be that the aggressive guy, what's his name?
Carson Hocevar.
Let's get Carson to kind of get in there and wreck around some stuff. Or in that Daytona 500, man, it was a miracle that Reddick won. He wasn't doing anything impressive. He just got lucky. If I'm a total novice
I think
NASCAR guy.
He had a good car for a lot of the day.
A good car, but a lucky position.
Right. And I will say he had a good car on this past Sunday in Atlanta. Like he was up there. He was at the front quite a bit.
Now, if you said his car got to have certain things that others didn't, that makes sense to me because
I don't know that.
That would be the conspiracy that I would be like, okay, I could see where NASCAR would allow that.
Yeah. I mean, is that possible? That is possible.
That's possible. It's more possible than aggressive guy being in on it, or people, we're going to wreck so that 2311 wins because NASCAR is kind of whispered to all of our crews.
Right. I will be clear. I don't think this happened. I don't think this is real.
But it is curious.
It's curious. You
Two in a row.
Oh man, you sue NASCAR.
2 in a row.
Big battle, undisclosed settlement, 2 in a row, the Daytona 500.
17 years later.
After not winning last year at all, you win the first 2. Now, Bubba Watson did win last year, but Tyler Reddick did not.
Okay.
So.
And Denny did?
Denny
he races for another team. But he's still got ownership.
That's
so
right.
He's probably in the lawyer meetings.
Oh.
He's the co-owner.
I think so, yeah. I think for sure. He was a huge part of them filing that lawsuit. He was very outspoken about it.
Yeah.
So I'll just say I don't believe that this happened.
What's curious to me is that the lawsuit was about promoting equal competition.
Yeah.
And that NASCAR was doing things to not allow equal competition.
Right. And then now
now it's like, wait a minute.
So I don't think
is this equal competition?
I don't think it happened, but it is fun to think about. A little bit of drama. All right, we're going to talk about the Olympics.
Speaking of drama,
a lot of drama for this Winter Olympics.
Most watched Olympics in the United States since 2014. Why do you think that is?
My hot take is that there's a lot of resurgence in kind of classic patriotism.
I do too.
That's what I think.
I do too.
And then my number 2 thing would be curling. Because in my mind, it's the hottest sport on the planet right now. There's nothing I want to turn on more than curling.
Well, that's good because every time I turned it on, that's all that I felt like was on. It was on all the time. I think I watched that women's team play Canada like 4 times and the Swiss like 4 times.
I watched the women's curling. I watched the men's curling. I watched the mixed curling. I am in my curling era.
You're in your curling era.
I'm in my curling era.
Well, you need to go down to North Nashville.
Do they have one?
Yes. Did you not know this?
No.
There is a bar restaurant that a couple of ex-Titans guys started, and they put 2 curling lanes, ice lanes,
I want to
in
do
the
this.
back.
I want to
and
do
you can
this.
go with a bunch of friends and curl.
It's like Pinewood Social, but for curling.
That's exactly what it is. But they're very serious, so you got to
So you can't just go in there
can't
and like
take your beer over to the. You got to have it on the wall, on the shelf. You got to wear their shoes. And there's all these rules about the ice. They're very protective of the ice.
I can understand that. I can understand that. You want to make sure the playing field is good. It's like a pool table.
Yeah, you got 2 teams. You got 4 on 4. Take 7 other guys.
Oh my goodness!
They're sweeping.
Dude,
it's funny. Yeah, we probably need to do that.
I watched curling so much, and I learned this was the year that I understood the game because I've always seen it on. I've never really been attracted to it, but I'd be like, and I could not understand, and maybe I just didn't want to understand. But this year I was like, I really like this, and I need to understand what's going on here.
Right.
And I'm just fascinated with curling right now.
I think what hooked me was I just started to realize how good they are.
Oh.
Before, I just didn't really care, but maybe after doing it last year, I was like, what they do is unbelievably hard. And
so wait a minute, you've curled.
I've curled. I went to that place.
I didn't
birthday.
Catch that part. You've actually been there. You've curled.
It is really hard. It's really hard. And they put it right where they want it. 90% accuracy.
Yeah.
95% shot accuracy. It is unbelievable what they do. It looks easy.
Yeah.
But it's like shuffleboard. It's hard.
It's hard, dude.
You got to spend your life doing it.
Yeah. And there was some drama even around the curling because you had a lot of drama with Canada this time around.
Canada is really top headlines these days.
Yeah.
With the hockey, with the curling, with
because you know they got accused of cheating in curling
this year.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you cheat?
Well, so you have the line. There's a line that and I don't know.
You have to let go before that green line.
That's right. After you can touch the stone, have your hand on the stone until it reaches that line. When it reaches that line, you cannot touch it. Okay. And there was. I mean, it looks pretty clear to me on the video that this one Canadian curler, member of the men's curling team, is sliding down. He's got his hand on the stone, and he releases it, and he puts his finger out and kind of touches it and pushes it a little bit as it's on the hog line.
Oh, go.
And I read some people that said that's just a habit, a tick. It doesn't manipulate at all. I read other people that said that 100% can manipulate it and can kind of.
Well, isn't that a referee call?
Like,
hey,
I think
doesn't count.
I think it was a referee call,
but they didn't call it.
They did.
Oh,
they did call it.
Is that cheating then?
Yeah.
If they say sorry, you did it. You know what I'm saying?
I think they called it. I'm not sure, but then there was a lot of because that guy was like, I didn't touch it. Yeah. I didn't touch it. And they're showing the replay. And I mean, his finger is on the stone, extended out. And he got very upset. And there were some words exchanged. There were some F-bombs exchanged on TV where he's yelling at him. I think they bleeped him out. I didn't see it live, but I saw a replay of it. And so there was a lot of drama around curling, but I became obsessed with it. There was also some drama around hockey. Hockey is obviously, I don't know that there's a bigger sport in the Winter Olympics than hockey. Maybe figure skating, downhill skiing. I don't know how popular these things are, but hockey is one of the big ones. And you have, both gold medal games came down to both the women's and the men's came down to the United States of America versus Canada.
That's explosive.
Yeah. And those were big. I mean, the United States, the women, I don't think they had ever won a gold medal in hockey. The men had not won a gold medal since 1980?
46 years.
46 years since the Miracle on Ice. And obviously Canada dominates hockey.
Yeah.
It's the national sport.
Yeah.
And so you had a lot of, the Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau.
Oh, gosh.
Did you see what he tweeted?
Spoke too soon. He spoke too soon.
He spoke too soon.
That's how you jinx a country right there in the finals.
That's
why you don't say anything.
His tweet, this was a day and a half before the game, said, "You can't take our country and you can't take our game." Whew, those are bold words. That's
yeah.
I will say
we
that's
don't want to take your country. That's fine.
I don't think we do.
But to claim ownership over a sport is pretty.
It's pretty bold. Now, obviously, it's
pretty conceited.
It is the most popular game in Canada. And I do think the record shows historically they are better.
Yeah, but could you ever see like Brazil being like, you'll never take our sport about soccer in the LA Olympics coming soon, you know?
That would be
it'd be so weird.
That'd be yeah.
It's just an arrogance that Canada can present sometimes.
Oh, okay. I can feel that.
Arrogance?
I can feel that, E.
Yeah, it's like, you're not going to take our sport. It's like,
And then obviously,
I don't think we're going to try to take it. We're just going to win.
Yeah. Then the game happens, and I mean, the way that played out.
It was like 8 a.m. on a Sunday.
Yep. Very early. It was, by all accounts, I did not watch it.
I didn't either.
I heard great game. Had a lot of people telling me about it. A lot of people, did you see this? Did you see that?
Jack Hughes gets his tooth knocked out.
Yeah.
And then scores the winning goal in overtime.
And that picture of him draped in the American flag.
With no teeth.
And blood coming out of his mouth. And he's just ecstatic. He is on cloud 9. It's the greatest moment of his life.
He couldn't care less about his teeth.
No.
He's going to replace it probably with a piece of gold.
But hockey
gold tooth. I would get a gold tooth for that, dude. Cut it out of the bar.
That is good. Oh, that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
But also, I just it was so it was special in so many ways because those two brothers that were going to be on the Olympic team. One of the brothers died, and they were road biking and got hit by a drunk driver.
Yeah.
His jersey was out there. They brought his kids out on ice.
Yeah.
It's just it was just good for the country, man. Just can't believe it.
Yeah.
And the women's team.
And you have some...
And dadgummit, if we cannot figure out how to celebrate together but before it has to become gender wars or political wars, please.
Yeah.
Please. What are you talking... The United States of America has a hockey team, men and women, and they both won the gold medal. Can we all just be like, great job, great fight, high five.
Be happy about that.
High five.
Yes.
I love our country.
Yes.
Yay. Nope. No, we can't.
No.
A bunch of idiots.
There was a lot of drama. I did like, we talked about Trudeau's tweet, "You can't take our game."
Oof.
I did love.
Knock on wood.
I got to say, I know this guy is controversial, but I'm just a big fan of Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
I'm a big, big Dave Portnoy fan. I like how outspoken he is. Even though I don't agree with everything he talks about, like I just like that he has the guts to say what he feels.
Right.
And
unfiltered.
And I think he's a world-class marketer and promoter, and I just think he's fun to watch for me.
Right.
And I love the way his company Barstool does these things because he's obviously a huge hockey fan. He's a huge patriot. He was extremely vocal about Trudeau's tweet, and he was very just getting amped up for the game.
Oh, gosh.
And just after we won, he just celebrated on social media and just rubbing Canada's face in it.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm telling you, within 5 minutes of us winning the game and beating the men's hockey team in Canada for the gold medal, Barstool had a sweatshirt out. And I almost bought it. I've never bought a piece of Barstool merchandise in my life.
Of course.
It's just not me.
Right.
But I almost bought this one.
Oh, boy.
Because it was navy blue. And on the back, it said, "Things Canada is better at than the United States." And it was a list. It had 1, 2, 3. It was a numbered list. 1, 2, 3. Things that Canada is better at than the United States. And the number 1 thing said hockey, and it was crossed out. And number 2 and 3 were blank. And dude, I laughed so hard. I was like, this is so clever to capitalize on this.
That's good.
So quickly.
That's so good.
Things you guys are better at than us. Nothing.
Hockey crossed out.
Yeah, because that's done. That's ours now. Or at least for the time being.
That's good stuff.
And then you have, this was interesting to me too. There was because I don't know if you know this. There are some people in this country who are not necessarily a fan of this country.
Mm. I do know this.
And I would even say, and I don't think it's a crazy take to say they're not a fan of our current sitting president.
Right.
And a lot of these people in the media are not a fan of the current sitting president. They're very vocal about that, and that's their right to be. And I'm grateful for that right. I'm grateful for the media's right to say whatever they think.
Right.
There's a group called the Huffington Post, which is, I think pretty much anybody would say they are a left-leaning.
Are they up in New York?
I don't know.
Okay.
Couldn't tell you. Left-leaning media outlet. Okay.
Right.
I think we would all, any reasonable human being can look at media outlets if you're reasonable and say, okay, Newsmax, they lean right.
Mm-hmm.
CNN, okay, they lean left. Fox News, they lean right. I think if you're reasonable, you can say that. Any reasonable person would say the Huffington Post leans left. Okay.
Right.
So you have to have that context. They
Not
wrote
much objectivity that.
I don't think so. I don't know that there's much objectivity in any media.
I don't know if there's just a fact reporting media anymore.
I think all of those people are independent. And I'm a huge fan. You got people like Matt Taibbi. You have people.
I see. Yeah.
Who are truly independent journalists. They are out there seeking.
And they will still give an opinion.
Yeah. I don't even know that they'll give an opinion.
Okay.
I think
They're
they
just
are truly fact-finding, trying to figure out what is the truth here. And there are a lot of independent people who are doing that. But most media outlets, I don't think are independent. They are trying to lean it one way or the other.
Yep.
People on the right, people on the left. What Huffington Post did is they wrote an article, and I'll read you the title of the article. The title of the article is, "If waving the American flag, or chanting, quote, USA turns you off right now, you're not alone."
After the gold?
No. This was
Or just in general?
In general.
Waving the flag?
Well, they wrote an article all about how their take was.
Was it about the Olympics?
Mm-hmm,
oh, okay.
That a lot of Americans watching the Olympics kind of have this icky feeling. They feel gross cheering for the United States of America because of what they are saying our country represents with the current sitting president and his positions on immigration or his positions on this or that. And so they're like, if you feel gross, if you feel embarrassed, being an American, rooting for the United States of America in the Olympics, you're not alone. Okay?
We're a safe place.
If waving the American flag or chanting USA turns you off right now, you're not alone. That was the title of the article. And they posted this article on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Thank you.
And I was reading this article this morning about it because apparently there's this. I'm not on X. I mean, I might have an account, but I don't go over there.
Yeah.
I don't look at stuff. I don't post stuff. I don't do anything over there. But there is this kind of phenomenon on X that people call ratioing or getting ratioed.
Mm-hmm.
And so here's the idea. If I were to be on X, if I were to post something, hey, I wrote an article, I have this opinion, steaks are bad. Eating steaks is terrible. Here's my opinion on it.
And you have 50,000 followers.
And I have 50,000 followers, which I don't. But if I did, and if I got 5,000 people to like that, like 10% of my followers said, "Yep, I agree with you."
Right.
And if one person comments like, "I don't agree with that. You're an idiot for thinking that eating
Dave
steaks."
Portnoy,
If Dave Portnoy said, "This is the dumbest take I've ever seen. You're an idiot." And if 50,000 people liked his comment,
you just got ratioed.
I got ratioed.
Yeah.
10% of my people essentially agreed with me digitally by clicking a button, and 50,000 people said, "I disagree with that.
Yeah.
I actually agree with the opposite way."
Right.
That's called getting ratioed. So Huffington Post posted their article on X, and I don't know how many followers they have. I should know this, but when I read the article, 1,600 people had liked the article, the post. And there were a lot of comments. Okay, ton of comments.
I bet.
But there was one comment that stood out. It was a 3-word comment, and the comment was made by the official X account for Jimmy's Famous Seafood out of Maryland. Which is, if you go look up, I had to look up Jimmy's Famous Seafood. I wasn't familiar with them, but apparently they're a pretty big deal.
So random.
You almost think about, like, Omaha Steaks.
Yep.
You think about, you're seeing television ads and buy your steaks. Yeah. We'll ship steaks straight to your door.
Big ship-to-door seafood company.
Taste of Chicago. We're going to ship, not DiGiorno's. I was going to say DiGiorno's.
Yeah, Chicago deep style, deep dish.
Whatever those famous deep dish Chicago pies, and we're going to send this straight to your door. Jimmy's Famous Seafood is kind of like that, but for seafood. And it's all very Maryland. It's crab cakes. It's crab dip. It's, I think you can buy frozen crab.
Yeah.
Jimmy's Famous Seafood. And so one of the owners of Jimmy's Famous, 2 brothers who own it, one of them, his name is John Menadakis. I hope I'm saying that right. And John actually...
Straight New England.
John has the keys to the Jimmy's Famous Seafood X account.
Mm-hmm.
So he's on X. And he's sitting in church that morning, Sunday morning.
Yeah, this is real.
And he's attending an event at a church with his family, but he and a group of guys are watching the game.
Yeah.
So they're paying attention to the game. Obviously, they're really excited. And then for some reason, while he's in church, he's on X. He's logged into the Jimmy's Famous Seafood account. He sees the Huffington Post article. If waving the American flag or chanting USA turns you off right now, you're not alone. And John decided to comment on that post. A 3-word comment.
Let's just go ahead and say how many followers Jimmy's Famous Seafood has, which shocked me.
400,000?
400,000.
Yeah,
okay.
400,000. So pretty big deal.
That's a big deal.
And maybe a lot of those came since this. I don't know.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
But John commented on that post from the Huffington.
In the church pew.
From the church pew, a 3-word comment. Go F yourself.
Oh my gosh.
And obviously he didn't spell out F.
Oh my gosh. No, it's there.
He used the word.
It's there.
Go F yourself. So Jimmy's Famous Seafood comments
so random.
On the Huffington Post X post. Go F yourself.
And then what happened?
And that comment got 200,000 likes.
That's the ratio of all ratios.
As opposed to the original article that got 1,600 likes.
1,600 likes.
So.
And then they X bumps you to the top, like whatever the most popular comment is, maybe?
Yes. And
maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, that's a ratio of like more than 100 times.
Yeah, that is.
That's
a body slam.
Is disparaging is not the right word.
Disproportionate.
Disproportionate is the word I was looking for.
Slammed.
But I thought that was hysterical.
It's pretty funny.
Now, I will say, I don't advocate for people on the internet or in life in general telling anybody else, go F yourself.
Right.
I don't think that's a good practice for relationships. All right? But I did laugh really, really hard when I read Jimmy's Seafood comment. Go F yourself.
Just the Jimmy's Seafood thing. It all just is. It's like an apples to apples game where you're like, all right, let's do Jimmy's Seafood, and then everybody put down a card that would make me pick your card. And somebody puts down that, and you're just like, well, yeah, that's so random.
I got to pick that one.
I got to pick that one.
And the fact that he was in church, I mean, I don't know that he attends this church. I read that like he was attending a godparents. It was like a godparents event. So maybe he's the godfather to like a friend's kid, and they were there, but he's watching the hockey game. He gets excited. He sees this kind of feels anti-American post, and he's like, go F yourself.
And then,
and his quote, he was like, I'm sitting in church and watching the game. We're obviously really excited. I run across this post, and I thought, not today.
Not today.
Oh, dude, this guy.
And he's just selling seafood, but he's also like, I'm gonna do this one too.
Yeah, you know what? Not today.
I'm gonna put myself out there on that one. I mean, we sell a lot of seafood, but this will be fun.
Yeah, and apparently, dude, the response has just been over.
I mean,
the
I know
top.
about them now.
I didn't know about them. I now know about them.
So
I will
marketing
probably-
comes in a lot of ways.
And I love crab cakes.
I do.
I might try their crab cakes.
Just ship to the door.
Yeah.
Give me that dry ice.
But apparently they've just been flooded with orders. Flooded with orders. And he's like, okay, now we're going to I loved this. In the article, he said, now, okay, we've been given this opportunity. Now we're going to just go, we're going to reply to every email. We're going to reply to every comment. We're going to super serve these people. We're going to ship them great quality stuff. We're going to ship it on time. We're going to ship it fast. He was like, we're going to serve these people well and not just take advantage of
That's right.
crap. What are we going to do? It's going to take
crap.
years, to send out seafood.
Crabbies.
He was like, no, we're going to take care of business.
We're going to do it.
I don't know.
Go Jimmy's.
Fun Olympics.
Fun Olympics. A couple of notables.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions. Alyssa Liu.
Oh, yes.
First woman free skate gold since 2002. Lindsey Vonn almost lost her leg.
Oh, dude.
Shattered it to pieces. Had to
Yeah.
go to emergency surgery
Yeah.
to avoid amputation. She still thinks she wants to get back on the horse. And
I
don't know what that
understand it.
is.
I don't
know what that is about the human spirit. God bless her.
Yeah.
Brazil won their first gold ever in the Winter Olympics.
I didn't realize
So you got a little
that.
tropical
What did they
country.
Earn? What did they earn it in?
I forgot. I didn't write that down.
I wonder what sport.
Here's my
Hold on,
question.
hold on.
Oh.
What sport did Brazil earn a gold medal in the 2026 Winter Olympics?
It was skiing of some kind. Downhill, maybe.
country is also the most decorated in football, with the men's team having 7 medals, 2 gold, 3
Gosh,
silver,
you don't answer anything for me, Siri.
Yeah, she's kind of
You're telling
obsolete
me about
now.
football. You're telling me about
She's
soccer.
obsolete.
Yeah.
Here's my question of the day. If you did have the skill,
Yeah.
what is the craziest thing that you would attempt one time out of all the sports in the Winter Olympics? I have mine. Because it looks like a blast.
I mean, this is you got to really think about this. A lot of things come to mind.
Yeah.
Curling does not come to mind.
Yeah,
Because I go I think I can drive down to Nashville.
you can
apparently,
do
and
that
try
right
this.
now.
I think of downhill skiing. It'd be wild. Just
Where you're
how
going through
fast
flags and
you're going
stuff?
through the flags or the
They're going
gates.
88 miles an
Yeah,
hour.
they're flying. I'm always just shocked that these people are able to do that. That blows my mind.
Blows my mind.
I don't know what they call it. Long jumping
Yeah.
on the skis, where
Yeah, the
you're
ski jump.
jumping and you're putting them out there and you're flying and then you land. I think that's always amazing to watch.
That's so fun. You're
Those
missing one big one for me.
For you, oh man, what would it be? Okay, synchronized ice dancing. Is that what it would be?
Yes, partner ice figure skating.
What would it be for you?
No, the skeleton.
Yes.
The one man
Yes.
on a sled,
Head first,
head first. What a rush.
dude.
What a rush.
And
Now the long jump would be my second. That's
Yeah,
fun.
that looks like a
seems
blast.
less scary. But face
you're flying
first
through the air.
I know, but face first through a ice
Yeah.
water slide?
And correct me if I'm wrong. The only difference in that and luge is luge, you're on your back feet
Yes.
first, right?
Yes.
Skeleton is how
You-
can we make this more dangerous? Let's lay.
They don't even let you go head first at water parks.
Yeah. Is that the only difference, or are you
That's
a little bit
probably
lower
something
to the
else.
ground? Maybe.
I don't. The luge, and there's probably something big difference.
Yeah.
But in my head, skeleton I'm just face first, laying down on a little sled with little rails.
There's got to be a reason they
And
call
I'm
it
going
skeleton,
100
because
miles
people
an
die
hour.
doing this. You're dead. Something goes wrong.
Yeah,
You're dead.
Yeah, bro. That's the craziest by far for me.
Yeah, that one is terrifying.
You got to wear, got to wear a helmet for
I
sure.
did watch I did like watching bobsledding. That's a classic Winter Olympic sport,
I do too.
and it's.
I always
fun.
wonder, where do people train for this?
I don't know. Dude.
How do you get on the
I don't know.
bobsled team?
I thought the same exact thing because I was going.
Where are people? The ski jump even. You got to
Yeah.
build that thing, but maybe you could find a mountain
I
that.
did wonder where people in America are training for that.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about Germany is perennially a really big bobsled
Yes.
country.
And
they have a great program.
they won, I think, gold and silver in the women's one.
Maybe. Okay. I didn't.
In the
I couldn't
two-person?
tell you. But they're always really good.
Yeah.
And it made me go, where do people in America train for bobsledding? Where are there bobsled tracks? Courses? I don't know what you call them.
I don't know. Because you got to and it's a whole built system. Like
Yeah.
a lot of money would have to go into that.
And they were talking about how the German sleds are really good.
Yeah.
And
Who makes those?
That made me curious. Like, okay, is the American sled different than the German sled?
Can we not build a sled?
Yeah,
Like a good one?
What I would think it would be a lot like NASCAR, where like the sled is pretty standardized, and then it comes down to the athlete and how fast you push and how you're steering.
I'm glad you brought that up because this is something that this is worth finishing on for me.
Okay.
The famous scene in the famous movie Cool Runnings.
Yeah. Great movie. Been a long time since I've seen it.
Doris,
Jamaican bobsled team, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Doris asks Coach Blitzer, who is John Candy, why he cheated. Why did you cheat? He put weights in the bottom of the sled to win the gold and gives all of us the hard truth about the gold medal. Because he said, I just had to win. I had to get the gold. And he said, a gold medal is a wonderful thing. But if you're not enough without it, you'll never be enough with it.
Oh,
Cool Running.
dude, that's some wisdom.
Is that
John
good?
Candy's character says that? in
The coach.
Okay, now I got questions real quick because I want to go back and watch that movie now again. It's been a long, long time since it came out. Been a long time since I watched it.
Yeah.
It's based on a true story. Obviously, Jamaica put a bobsled team in the Winter Olympics. I remember that being a big story. So based on a true story. But they didn't actually win the gold, did they?
No, they just got to participate and
Gotcha.
made the country proud, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. But in the movie, did they win gold?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought you were.
But the guy's just having a moment with the coach. And he's like, why did you cheat? Why did you do that? And he just puts.
But did they cheat in real life? Was that part of the true story?
John Candy's character?
Mm-hmm.
He might have. That might have been a thing for the United States. But I don't think so. I don't think he cheated. Like it wasn't that part of the true story wasn't like a U.S. bobsled team in the 80s cheated or something.
Okay. All right.
I don't think so.
Okay.
So anyways,
that's really good.
That's what I would leave you with. If you're not enough without it, you'll never be enough with it. And that's what he learned from cheating.
Isn't that just true for
everything?
A billion things in life.
Yeah. You think that's going to make it for you? You think that's going to make you happy? You think that?
A job.
If you think you're not enough without it.
Yep. This, that, you could fill that. You could replace gold medal with anything.
It's contentment, man. It's good.
Golly,
John
dude.
Candy.
Rest
All
in
right,
peace.
Go America. God
USA.
bless. I would like to say God bless America.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
God bless the listeners of the Southern Gentleman podcast and keep coming back, y'all.
Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out the other videos on our channel and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos.
And if you're tired of seeing our faces talk, you can go the audio only route and catch us on Apple and Spotify. If you do that, be sure to subscribe, give us a rating and a review so that we can reach more people.
See y'all next week.